few days ago, I visited Take 5 Oil Change and I got an oil change, which I thought was a reasonable price. And it didn't take 5 minutes, it took more like a half hour or better. And I understood that, you know, not everybody can get, I had two cars in front of me. Not everybody can get in to get an oil change as quickly as you want. However, I got something that I didn't expect. I was sick for about 7 days afterward, and then I noticed all these leaks on my driveway. Brand new driveway, newly cleaned, and whatnot. And I'm thinking, what the heck? Maybe this was my air conditioner unit, leaking water. When I looked again, and it happened both at the where I parked my car as well as at the base of my driveway where I held and waited for cars passing by before I went on the street. I realized it was oil. And well, one of my biggest concerns was stop the oil leak. So I took it in there and I said, hey, there must be a problem. I got an oil leak. And the one worker who looked to be a helper said, oh, that's customary. That's normal. And I'm thinking, he doesn't know what the heck he's talking about. First off, I've never had an oil leak before on this newer car. And, I figured I'd go inside, have them tighten down the oil, either the oil filter or the bolt that they may have loosened to drain the oil. Well, so I took it inside. When I got inside to the auto mechanic, or the two auto mechanics that were there, they both said, hey, this is customary. This is normal that you'll have an oil leak. I go, well, tighten it up. I've never had an oil leak before on this car or any other car that I have. Because when I check it with a dry cloth to make sure it's not leaking. Well, their answer was, they basically said to go pound salt, that it's normal for leaks. No, that's what is called bad workmanship and damage to my driveway of $100 from workers who have no clue what the heck they're doing. I've never had a leak prior. They do the work and do not care about doing it right, or the $100 damage that they do to your driveway or anything or anyone else. And they do not want to pay to correct their bad workmanship. I had to contact my credit card company to dispute the charges because I paid for an oil change, and what I got was an oil leak, okay, that wasn't corrected. And anyways, we need to ban these companies for not doing the work that they were supposed to do. They were supposed to do an oil change and make sure that that's not leaking afterward. They weren't supposed to have a leaky car afterwards.